So I just recorded a clip about me talking about how I finished MEDOH, and then oh my god, it has a mustache, but I don't have any screenshots of it, and I took it down. So yeah, so I accidentally deleted the video, the clips of me just talking about things. But yeah, on to the next clip, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so just me and the server are having a bit of a food crisis. Because the cow farm that I built isn't nearly enough food. Like, it's barely enough food. And I'm sorry, I placed a bunch of copper, and now I want to get all the oxidized ones. Anyway, we're having a bit of a food crisis, so I planted some nylium here, and I bone mealed a bunch of it and got a bunch of warped fungus. And well, if you know what kind of food farm I built last season, and you know what warped fungus is used for in farms, you'll probably know what I'm building. Yeah, that's right, it's a Hogland Farm. I'm building another Hogland Farm, but this season, it's going to be way bigger and way better. Now, if you want to know the kinds of rates I'm gonna get out of this thing, it's half a double chest of items in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. There's half a double chest of items. And I mean like 3 stacks of leather in there. You got like most of it, like 16 stacks of pork chops or something. No, more than that, way more than that. It's absurd. It's absurd. And yeah, so in 15 minutes, I AFK'd at this farm. It has absurd rates. But one problem with it is that well, there's actually 2 problems with it, and I'll get into those when I'm done building the farm. So, yeah, let's go! So, we're here, and I put netherite on Spady because I felt like it. We're here, and yeah, so you might be wondering why I'm in the top of the nether. Well, that's because that's where the Hogland Farm is built. And yeah, so I've also named all of my items. So I've got the Scimitar of the Seven, which is a sword from Breath of the Wild. I have the Knight's Bow. I have Stone Smasher, I have the Woodcutter's Axe. Now the reason I named it the Woodcutter's Axe is because it has Fortune 3, and I want to name my Silk Touch Axe Ancient Battle Axe Plus because I can. So yeah, and then I'm also Spady. So you got Scimitar of the Seven, Knight's Bow, Stone Smasher, Woodcutter's Axe, and Spady. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I just recently got Infinity on my Knight's Bow just because I grinded a bit. But the Hogland Farm is now, if I can find it, it should be right over here. Yeah, there we go. It's built at world height limit. That top slab is the highest block anything can go. Like, I can't put my ender chest on top of it because, yeah, it's all the way up here. It's like all the way up here, and that's literally just so that we can block spawns from down there, because the spawn radius is out of the way. Now this thing, in 10 minutes, I got 9 stacks of cooked pork chop. So yeah, that's a lot. I kind of went crazy with it. And yeah, I kind of want to make a tutorial about this farm, how to build it. It's a very simple design, even though it looks very complicated. It's very simple. But I kind of want to move on to something else because I've been working a little bit on the industrial area, and as you know, if you watched last episode, I moved my villagers to a ocean monument, and so to make it my industrial area. So I put a portal on the nether roof, and now if we go through it, we get to my my industrial area. Now, as you can see, I built a big wall around the ocean monument. This is built out of concrete, just because it looks cool, and I have a design in mind for this. So I need to drain this entire thing out, and then break the entire ocean monument, and then build my farm. So I know what I'm gonna be doing for the next few weeks. But another thing that I want to start there's a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do, but first things first is an Enderman farm, because as you can see, Spady is not doing too well. Spady, you're is at 845 durability, which you'd think is a lot, but it really isn't. When you're mining sand constantly with auto mine, it's not really that good. But yeah, so that project will have to wait because I need to build an Enderman farm in the end that we just recently conquered last episode in leather armor. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I wanted to time lapse this thing behind me, but well, I kind of forgot to hit the record button on replay mod. So it's done. I did it. I just I didn't really you know, actually time lapse it, which is unfortunate. Okay, yeah, Brick Brain Cat is also online, so he said he's gonna come over here, so I'm just, hey, there he is, my fan. It's over there. It's over there. No, 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 don't, no, don't. It's over there. It's over there. You not see it? It's over there. Do you not see it? Wait, what? Is he wearing a suit? What's going on here? Oh, there he goes. Hey! Is he gonna make it? He did, okay, that's nice. The Enderman farm is finished, and I can just show you how it works. So, basically, Endermen hate Endermites. So, there's an Endermite in a minecart up there, and then the Endermen basically see it, and they just go, "That's stinky, kill it," and then they fall in. So now, as you can see behind me, I have been draining out the ocean monument a little bit. Guardian. So I made a giant concrete wall around the ocean monument, and then now I have been just draining it out, basically making these massive long columns of sand. I've already drained out a little bit of it. Making these 4 by like 48 block columns, and then basically just counting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then placing another column like that. And I've just been doing this pretty much the entire time. So yeah, it's taken a very long time. I've already done 2 columns out. I'm about to do the 3rd one, and then the 4th one, the 5th one, blah, 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 blah. But one problem that is completely unrelated. Well, we have like no iron. We have like a stack and a quarter, but that's not nearly enough for me because I use a lot of hoppers. So there is a few villagers here, and with those few villagers, I'm gonna move them probably around over there, I'd say, yeah, about over there. That would be pretty cool. Or I could put them near the villager area. Could have like a little villager area and then have like a farm area. Or like, I want to connect these two somehow. So maybe I put the iron farm in the middle there. Maybe I don't. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna build an iron farm because we need a lot of iron, and I've designed my own farm for this. It's not really that complicated, but I did it and it was pretty cool. Oops. So yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna build that now. Okay, so I'm at my base. As you can see, there's MEDOH. I got rid of the mustache. Yeah, because I've actually been sick for like 3 days, so I've just been not playing on the server. And what's sad about me not playing on the server is that no one else is playing on the server, so I'm but oh, there's a Zambert, and I guess the arrow just doesn't hit. Sorry, I ran out of storage space there. So I've just been collecting a few resources, and these are to build my cactus farm. Now you might be wondering, why are you building a cactus farm and not something like more useful, like, I don't know, iron farm? Well, I need cactus for a lot of the types of buildings I want to be using for this, because my my industrial area is going to be using a lot of Cyan Terracotta, and that is obtained. Why do I use complicated words? I'm weird. Cyan Terracotta is you could get it from taking blue dye, which I'm probably gonna make a farm eventually, but it's also made from lapis, and I don't really care that much about lapis. So I can put all of my lapis into the Cyan Terracotta, but the one resource that is really annoying to get for Cyan Terracotta is green dye, because green dye is well, it's smelted from cactus, and cactus is really annoying to get if you don't have a farm for it. So I'm gonna be doing that now, and I'm also probably gonna be making a super smelter soon, so this thing in my super smelter will be pretty cool, you know. So yeah, so I finished my building of the cactus farm, and oh, I forgot a lantern. Ouch, ouch. Ow. There we go. So I've now finished the cactus farm. This thing looks really cool. I like the look of it a lot. Yeah, I am missing sea lanterns, so there is just gonna be holes in the buildings until I can finish that project over there. But for now, it's just gonna be holes in the building because I don't know, I can. Why is there just a spider? Die. Okay. So this, okay, I didn't forget that lantern. This, so we just go inside, okay, and it just produces some cactus. So if I go back up here, this is a way smaller cactus farm than I had last season, and that's because I realized that last season I had way too much cactus. So I only put a stack of cactus down, and yeah, so it just literally, it falls into this water stream, and then it just gets pushed into these hoppers, which are then pushed into these chests right here, and the cactus gets here. It produces about like a stack per like 30 minutes. Or less than 30 minutes, a stack per like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. But yeah, I spent a little bit of time building this thing as well. The outside took way longer than the inside, just because of all the finer details and stuff, but it looks really cool, so it's worth it. Yeah, so this is the kind of design that I'm going to be going for all of the buildings in the industrial area. They're all gonna look very similar just because of just the design. It looks really cool, so I kind of went crazy with it. That thing's also gonna have something similar. And the villager area is also going to have something similar. Now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this thing, the villager breeder right over here. Probably some cool things, you know. And yeah, so now how this cactus farm works, I forgot to explain this, is the cactuses, cacti, whatever, they grow. I just fell that. I'll just do this because there's no point in wasting more rockets than I need to. The cacti, they cannot grow if there's a block beside them, but they can grow if there's a fence, because they don't see the fence as an actual full block. So they grow into the fence, and then they immediately break and fall into the water streams. So it's a very simple farm, but I made this big building around it that's way too big. There's a lot of space. But that just gives me more room to make another layer if I really wanted to, which I'm never gonna do because I don't need to, but it would be cool if I did, but I'm not going to. So yeah, this place is looking pretty cool. The inside kind of sucks, so I'm gonna have to fix it up a bit, but at least the outside looks good. I'm already improving on my industrial area from last season. Oh wow, that's close. From last season, because yeah, it was, well, last season I just never ended up decorating the farms, so they just ended up looking like farms, and I didn't really like that look that much. Now I forgot a few of the concrete powder. I forgot to turn it into actual concrete, so I'm just chilling right now, you know. Yeah, I'll get some water. I'll put it. I'll fix it. It's whatever. But now I'm actually going to move on to the Guardian Farm, which I talked about earlier, I think. But something that's more important than the Guardian Farm right now. Just kidding. I lied. I was gonna say an iron farm might be more important, but for now, I would prefer to finish up the Guardian Farm, just so that I can fill in the little gaps, and also I technically haven't actually finished MEDOH because I always intended to put sea lanterns in it, and I still haven't finished my prisonary farm, so it's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, I've finished I finished draining it. That's the word, draining. I finished draining it about halfway through the ocean temple, like one block more than halfway. So it's going well. It's going well. Okay, so I've finally finished drowning. Oh my god, where did you come from? I've been draining this thing out all by myself. Brick Cat, he likes to pretend like he helped me, but he did not. Why do you have jump boost, sir? Oh yeah, I may or may not have given him jump boost 90. Yeah. Bye. Let me just, there we go. Ha 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 ha. L. Okay. Hey, ayo, leave me alone. Ah! I just need one rocket, please. Nah! But now I can just mine out all of this and I can pick up all the blocks because I'm probably eventually gonna want to build with these blocks. Maybe, or sell them. And sure, I could AFK and get way more, but still I can still do this. But yeah, so there's these small kind of rooms which I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to sponge up. So my sponging job is not finished yet, but it's not that hard right now because I can just literally just go around doing this, and then yeah, boom, just like that, it's all gone. Okay, so I have mined out the entire ocean monument. This took 2 days. Yeah, that's not that long actually, now that I think about it. But if it's the entire ocean monument, yeah, you know how big this is. All of the ocean monument, it's gone now. It's just a big square now. You wouldn't even know that the ocean monument was here in the first place. Yeah, so I've done the entire thing. It's really cool looking and stuff. And yeah, so I'm just gonna be building some soul sand here and then filling it back up with water. And yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like when it's done. Well, I didn't quite finish it. So, yeah, this is not as I told you, but I did place in all of the soul sand, and it took way less time than I thought it was going to. But basically what I want to have is I want to have just this giant glass wall going all the way up on both sides, which shouldn't be too bad considering the just massive walls of sand I've had to put up here. And then I just start filling it up. Like this side, Brig Brain Cat kindly did this, and it's not like I told him please don't fill up the entire thing again while I'm placing the soul sand. But you know what, Brig Brain Cat doesn't listen. So anyway. Yeah, so I didn't quite finish this thing, but you can see where it's going. It's basically just going to be a bunch of bubble columns that shoot the guardians up. They get pushed over by water, and then they get pushed into this one by one, which then get pushed into the center, where they fall into a pit and die. And I'm also going to make this EXP farm as well, so you can change it from a regular guardian farm to an EXP farm if you want. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I actually need to end the episode here because yeah, it's if I don't end it here, it's gonna get really long. So yeah, also if you want context for what I just did 2 seconds ago with the weird skin, I'm not gonna tell you. Bye. Yeah, like, subscribe, whatever. Bye.